Without any further ado, please sit back, relax, and enjoy our theatrical arts production of The Newsies.
Hey, where you going? The morning bell ain't rung yet. Go back to sleep.
I want to beat the other fellas to the street. I don't want no one to see. I ain't been walking so good.
Oh, quit your griping. You know how many fellas would fake a limp for sympathy? That bum leg of yours is a gold mine.
If someone gets the idea I can't make it on my own, they'll lock me up in the refuge for good. Now, be a pal, Jack. Help me down.
Yeah, right.
Whoa!
Whoa! Hey, you want to bust your other leg too?
No. I want to go down.
Well, you'll be down there soon enough. Take a moment and breathe in my penthouse, high above the stinking streets of New York.
You're crazy.
Why? Because I like a breath of fresh air? Because I like seeing the sky and the stars?
Oh, you're seeing stars, all right.
Them streets down there, they sucked the life right of my old man. Years of rotten jobs and stomped on by bosses. And when they finally broke him, they tossed him to the curb like yesterday's paper. Well, they ain't doing that to me.
But everyone wants to come here.
Oh, New York's just fine for those who can afford a big, strong door to lock it out. But I tell you, Crutchy, there's a whole nother way out there. So you keep your small life in the big city. But give me a big life in a small town. They say folks is dying to get here. Me, I'm dying to get away to a little town out west that's spanking new. And while I ain't ever been there, I could see it clear as day. If you want, I betcha you could see it too. Close your eyes and come with me, where it's clean and green and pretty. Oh, and they went and made a city out of clay. By the minute that you get there, folks will walk right up and say, welcome home, son, welcome home to Santa Fe. Planting crops, splitting rails, swapping tales around the fire. Oh, except for Sundays when you lie around all day. Soon your friends is more like family, and they's begging you to stay. Ain't that neat? Living sweet in Santa Fe.
You got folks there?
I got no folks, nowhere. Are you?
I don't need folks. I got friends.
Yeah. Hey, how's about you come out west with me? No one cares about no gimp leg in Santa Fe. No, you just tap up Palomino. You riding in style.
Oh yeah, feature me riding in style.
Hey, I bet a couple months of fresh air, and you could toss that crutch of yours for good. Santa Fe, you can bet we won't let them numbskulls beat us. We won't beg no one to treat us fair and square. There's a life that's worth the living, and I'm gonna do my share. Work the land, chase the sun, swim the whole Rio Grande just for fun.
Watch me stand, watch me run.
Hey, don't you know that we's a family? Hey, would I let you down? No way. Just hold on, kid, till that train makes Santa Fe. Time for dreaming's done, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, Albert, Elmer, Specs, Racer, get a move on. Them tapes don't sell themselves.
Hey, Albert, Elmer, Specs, you heard Jack. Get a move on.
I was having the most beautiful dream. My lips are still tingling.
Ooh, a pretty girl.
A leg of lamb.
Hey, that's my cigar.
Yo sé la nada. Hey, look, it's bath time at the zoo. I thought that I'd surprise my mother.
If you can find her.
Who asked you?
Tapes ain't moving like they used to. I need new sound spot. Got any ideas?
From Bottle Alley to the harbor, there's easy pickings guaranteed.
Try any banker, bum, or barber. They almost all knows how to read.
It's a crooked game we're playing, one we'll never lose. As long as suckers don't mind paying just to get bad news.
Ain't it a fine life, carrying the banner through it all? A mighty fine life, carrying the banner tough and tall. When that bell rings, we goes where we wishes. Freeze as free as fishes. Shore beats washing dishes. What a fine life, carrying the banner home for y'all.
Why, hello, beautiful.
Hey, step back, Romeo. Nothing more much concerns you here. Good morning, miss. Can I interest you in the latest news?
The paper isn't out yet.
Well, I would be delighted to deliver to you personally.
I've got a headline for you. Cheeky boy gets nothing for his troubles.
Back to the bench, Slugger. You struck out.
I'm crushed.
Hey, Crutchy, what's your leg say? Gonna rain?
No rain. Oh, partly cloudy, clear white even.
Out of all this.
Yeah, and the lid sells 50 papers a week all by
I
itself.
don't need the lip to sell paints. I got personality. It takes a smile that spreads like butter. The kind what turns a lady's head.
It takes an orphan with a starter.
Who's also blind?
And mute.
And dead.
Summer stinks and winter's freezing when you works outdoors. Start out sweating, end up sneezing, in between it pours. Still it's a fine life, carrying the banner with the time. A bunch of big shots, tossing out a freebie to the big
Tossing out a fruit. Hey, what's the hold up? Waiting makes me antsy. I like living chancy.
Harlem to the Lancey, what a fine life, carrying the banner through the
Children, though you wander lost or depraved, Jesus loves you. You shall be saved.
Thanks for the grub, sister.
Elma, when are we going to see you inside the church?
I don't know, sister, but it bound to rain sooner or later. Just give me half a cup of coffee.
Something to wake me up.
Concrete donuts sprinkled with wool. Biscuits, just
Worth a shot.
years.
If If I hate the headline, I'll make up a headline and I'll say anything I have to.
'Cause at 2 for a penny, if I take too many, weasel just makes me eat 'em after. Got a feeling about a headline, I'm supposed to be a headline page. They're gonna sell like we was giving them away. That's the difference in Disney about a Mitchell package. Don't know what better way to make a Newsies day. You wanna move the next edition? Give us an earthquake or a war.
How about a crooked politician?
And if we got ain't news no more. Uptown to Grand Central Station, down to City Hall. We improves our circulation, walking till we fall.
I'll be out there, carrying the venom.
Things are gonna sell like we was giving them away. We're always out there, soaking every second that we penny that away to make a Newsies day. Now we're taking out the circus and the Newsies on a mission. Get all the competition, solve the health condition. We'll be out there, take a little dough, I carry the better. See us out there, for the area the better. Always out there, ain't a little area the better.
Hey, look, they're putting up the headline. I hope it's real bloody with a nice clear picture.
Yeah!
Trolley strike. Not again.
3 weeks of the same story.
Killing us with that snoozer.
Make way. Step aside.
What you mean? What is that unpleasant aroma? After the sewers may have backed up during the night.
Or could it be
The
Delancey brothers.
Hey, Oscar, word on the street says you and your brother took money to beat up striking trolley workers.
So, it's honest work.
But cracking the heads of defense workers?
I take care of the guy who takes care of me.
Yeah, ain't your father one of the strikers?
I guess he didn't take care of me.
You want some of that too, you lousy crib? Hey!
That's not nice, Morris.
Fight the one Jack skunks.
How's about one unfortunate day you got a bum game of your own, huh? How would you like us picking on you? Hey, we should find out.
Wait till I get my hands on you.
You gotta catch me first.
We'll all be out there, carrying the venom into men. We're always out there, soaking every sucker that we can. It's a headline, Newsies on a mission. Kill the competition, sell their next edition. We'll be out there, carrying the banner. See us out there, carrying the banner. Always out there, carrying the banner.
Hey, Weasel, did you miss me?
The name's Wiesel.
Ain't that what I said? I'll take my usual.
20 papers for the wise guy.
How's it going, Weasel?
Could you at least call me mister?
Well, kind of sweetheart if you spot me 50 papers.
Drop the cash and move it along.
Oh, well, whatever happened to romance?
50 for the race. Next!
Good morning, Mr. Wiesel.
50 papers for Crutchy. Oh, get a look at this. A new kid.
Hey, I'm new too.
Don't worry, kid. It rubs right off.
I'll take 20 newspapers, please.
Let's see the dime.
I'll pay you when I sell them.
Funny kid. Cash up front.
But whatever I don't sell, you buy back, right?
Why, certainly. And every time you lose a tooth, I put a penny under your pillow. Cough up the cash and move it along. Oh, come on. Albert, let's see your money.
You know what? You have a very interesting face. Ever think about getting into the moving pictures?
You think I could?
Why, sure. There ain't anybody in.
I'm sorry. I paid for 20, but you gave me 19.
You seen how nice I was to this new kid? And what do I get for my civility? Ungrounded accusations.
I just want what I paid for.
He said beat it.
Whoa, Weasel. The new kid's right. He gave him 19. Now, I'm sure it's an honest mistake on account that Oscar here can count to 20 with his shoes on. Hey, 50 more papes for the new kid.
I don't want more papes.
What kind of newsie don't want more papes?
Charity case. I don't even know you.
His name's Jack. This here is the famous Jack Kelly. He once escaped jail on the back of Teddy Roosevelt's carriage, made all the papes.
Hey, kid. How old are you?
I'm 10, almost.
Well, if anyone asks, you are 7, all right? Younger sells more papes, and if we're gonna be partners...
Well, who said we wanted a partner?
Oh, selling with Jack is the chance of a lifetime. You learn from him, you learn from the best.
If he's the best, what does he need with me?
Because you got a little brother, and I don't, all right? With that post, we could sell 1,000 papes a week. Hey, look sad, kid. Oh, we're gonna make millions.
Well, this is my brother David, I'm Les.
And nice to meet you, Davey. I 2 bits come off the top, we split everything else, 70-30.
70-30? 50-50. You would try and pull a fast one on a little kid, would you?
60-40, and that is my final offer.
Deal.
That's disgusting.
That's just business. Newsies, hit the streets. The sun is up, the headline stinks, and this kid ain't getting any younger.
We'll all be out there, carrying the betterments of men. We're always out there, soaking every sucker that we can. In the headline, Newsies on a mission, kill the competition, sell the next edition. We'll be out there, carrying the banner, see us out there, carrying the banner, always out there, carrying the banner.
Ladies, the world is in trouble. Our circulation is down for the 3rd quarter in a row.
But Mr. Pulitzer, every paper circulation is down since the war ended.
Whoever said war is hell wasn't trying to sell newspapers.
We could use an exciting headline.
What have we got today?
The trolley strike.
That's not exciting. It's epic.
It's boring. People want to know, is the trolley coming or ain't it? No one cares why.
Plus, the strike's about to be settled. Governor Roosevelt just put his support behind the workers.
That man is a socialist.
Teddy Roosevelt was no socialist. He's an American hero.
The man wanted to outlaw football for being too violent. Football? Violent? You're right. He's not a socialist. That man's a commie.
Mr. Pulitzer, please sit still.
Ladies, please. You're making Nuncio nervous. And when Nuncio gets nervous, I don't look pretty.
Yeah, you never liked Roosevelt. You had an editorial against him day after day when he ran for governor. And guess what? He got elected.
How can I influence voters if people aren't reading my opinions?
Big photos attract readers.
You know what big photos cost.
But without flashy headlines or photos, how are we supposed to sell more newspapers?
There's a simple solution right before your eyes. You're just not thinking things through. Why, Nuncio knows when he's cutting my hair. Trim a bit here, and then trim a bit there. Just a modest adjustment can fatten the bottom line.
Mr. Nuncio, please sit still.
Shaving is tricky. The razor should float. Shave me too close, and you may cut my throat. Just a simple solution will bolster the bottom line.
But how does that help us sell more newspapers?
We don't sell papers, silly. Newsies sell papers.
I've got it. Right now we charge the Newsies 50 cents for 100 papers.
Yes?
But if we raise our price to 60 cents per 100...
Now you're getting somewhere?
A mere tenth of a penny per paper.
Every single newsie would have to sell 25 more papers just to earn the same amount as always.
My thoughts exactly. Why, it's genius.
It's gonna be awfully rough on those children.
Nonsense. I'm giving them a real-life lesson in economics, and, well, I couldn't offer them a better education if they were my own. Give me a week and I'll train them to be like an army that's marching to war. proud of themselves and so grateful to me. They'll be begging to pay even more when there's dirt on our shoes. Boys, for God's sake, relax. Why throw them out? All we need is some wax. Listen well to these barbershop lessons, for they'll see you through.
When you're stuck in the muck, you'll be fine. You'll erase any trace of decline. With a trim and a snip and a shine.
And the power of the press, yes, once again is mine. The price for the Newsies goes up in the morning. Just a few common sense, gents, that's the bottom line.
Sun up to sundown, knowing where my customers will be. Sun up to sundown, watching all the ladies watching me. Walk my shoes off, got the dough to show it, probably I'll blow it. Then before you know it, we'll be out there, carrying the banner.
Paper! Paper! Oh, evening paper here.
Sing him to sleep, why don't you? Extra, extra, terrified flight from Burning Inferno. You heard it right here, folks. Well, thanks, mister.
Just made that up.
I did not. I told him he heard it right here, and he did.
My father taught us not to lie.
Well, mine taught me not to starve.
I just sold my last page.
Oh, I got one more.
Hey, sell it or pay for it.
Give it here.
Oh, go.
Buy a paint for a poor orphan boy.
Oh, you dear boy. Of course I'll buy a newspaper. Here's a dime.
Thank you.
Oh, born to the breed.
This is so much more fun than school.
Oh, don't even think it. When Pop goes back to work, we go back to school.
Hey, so how's about we divvy up the money, grab some chow, and find you guys some place safe to spend the night?
Oh, we gotta get home. The folks will be waiting for us.
You got folks, huh?
Well, doesn't everyone?
Our dad tangled with the delivery truck on the job. Messed up his leg bad, so they let him off. That's how come we had to find work.
Yeah. That makes sense. Too bad about your dad.
Hey, why don't you come home with us for dinner? Our folks will be happy to have you.
I mean, Mom's a great cook.
Thanks for the invite, but I just remembered. I had plans with a fella. He's probably waiting on me right now.
Is that the guy you're meeting?
Jack Kelly, run for it.
Officer, you grab him! You, get back here now!
Slow down. I think we lost him.
Can someone want to tell me why I'm running? I got no one chasing me. Who was that guy anyway?
That there was Snyder, the spider, a real sweetie. He runs a jail for underage kids called the Refuge. The more kids he locks up, the more the city pays him. The problem is, all that money goes right into his own pocket. Do yourselves a favor and stay away from him and the Refuge.
You up there, shoo! No kids allowed in the theater.
Not even me, Miss Meta.
Jack Kelly, man of mystery, get yourself down here and come give me a hug. Where you been keeping yourself, kid?
Oh, never far from you, Miss Meta. Boys, may I introduce to you Miss Meta Larkin, the greatest star in the Bowery today. And she also owns the joint.
The only thing I own is the mortgage. Pleasure, gents.
A pleasure. What is wrong with you?
Are you blind? She's got no clothes on.
That's her costume.
I can see her legs.
Step out of his way so he can have a better look. Theater's not only entertaining, it's educational. Got the picture, kid?
Hey, say, Meta, I got a situation out on the streets. Do you mind if I hide out here for a while?
Well, we're better to escape your trouble than the theater. Is Snyder after you again?
Hey, Jack, is it really true that you escaped prison on the back of Governor Roosevelt's carriage?
Come on, what would the governor be doing at a juvenile jail?
Hey, so happens he was running for office, and he wanted to show that he cared for orphans and such. So he was getting his mug in the papes, I was getting my butt in the back seat, and off we rode together.
You really met the governor.
Jack doesn't. Jack didn't meet him, I did. Anyway, Jack, when you've got time, I need you to paint me another one of these backdrops. This last one you did is a doozy. Folks love it. And things have been going so well that I can actually pay.
I couldn't take your money, Miss Meta.
Jack, you pictured this?
Your friend is quite the artist.
Hey, take it easy. It's a bunch of trees.
Oh,
You're really good.
That boy's got natural aptitude.
I ain't never met nobody with no aptitude.
Miss Meta, you're odd.
Yeah? Well, how am I doing? Boys, lock the doors and stay all night. You're with Meta now.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the star of our show, Miss Meta Larkin.
I'm doing all right for myself, folks. I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wise. My investments and such have all gone up so much. Seems whatever I touch starts to rise. I've been all kinds of lucky, and yet the thing I want most, I can't get. That feels good. I like that. I live in a mansion on Long Island Sound. I pulled up a weed, they found oil in the ground. But you're telling me you don't want me around. Now, honey, that's rich. Some guys give me ermine, chinchilla, and mink, and some give me diamonds as big as a sink. But you wouldn't give me so much as a wink. Now, baby, that's rich. I get brandy from Annie and candy from Scott. Oh, and Frank and Eduardo chipped in for a yacht. I get stares from the fellas and prayers from the Pope. But I ran out my luck getting stuck with this mope. Hey, baby, I was just talking about you. Now listen, sport, this life's too short to waste it on you. It may be rough, but soon enough I'll learn to make do with the mansion, the oil, well, the diamonds, the yacht, with Auntie Eduardo, the pontiff, and Scott, and Frank, ooh, in my bank. So spill no tears for me, 'cause there's one thing you ain't, that I'll always be, and honey, yeah, that's right, that's rich, that's rich, that's rich, that's rich. And now, gents, let's have a big hand for the Bowery Beauties.
Don't come a knocking on my door.
Again?
This is a private box.
When I should lock the door? Twice in one day. You think it's fake?
Go away. I'm working.
Oh, a working girl, huh? Doing what?
Reviewing the show for the New York Sun.
I work for the Wild.
And somewhere out there, someone cares. Go tell them.
Well, the view is better here.
Please go. I am not in the habit of speaking to strangers.
Well, then you're gonna make a lousy reporter. The name's Jack Kelly.
Is that what it says on your rap sheet?
Well, smart girl. I admire smart girls. Beautiful, smart, Independent.
Do you mind? Hey, you got in for free. At least pay attention. Sorry.
Sorry, Meta. I got no use for moonlight or sappy poetry. Love at first sight for suckers. At least it used to be. Look, girls are nice once or twice till I find someone new. But I never planned on someone like you.
Don't come a knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I should have known you sounded like yesterday's trash. The night you stole my heart was $40 in cash. Turns out I bought
Love at first sight for suckers. At least it used to be.
What are you doing?
Down, there's a show going on.
You are the most impossible boy.
I never planned on someone like you.
And fire sirens kept me awake all night.
Sirens are like lullabies to me. The louder they wail, the better the headline. The better the headline, the better I eat. And the better I eat,
The further away from you I sleep.
Sorry we're late. Had to help our mother with something.
They got a mother? I was gonna go get me one. Hey, they was Coronas.
We got a fodder too.
We the hoi polloi.
So, how's it going today? Well, here it comes.
New Newsy price, 60 cents per 100.
What'd you say?
Is that news?
It is to me.
They jacked up the price of papes, 10 cents more 100.
I could eat 2 days on a dime.
You're already sleeping on the streets. In a worse neighborhood.
What are we standing around here for?
Jack, get a load of this.
Pulitzer don't make enough already.
Hey, relax, guys. It's gotta be a gag. Hey, good joke, Weasel. You really had the fellas going. I'll take 100 and be on my way.
No. 100's gonna cost you 60.
I'm paying no 60.
Then move along for someone who will.
You bet. Me and the fellas will take our heart to a journal.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'll save you the walk. They jacked up their prices too.
Well, then we'll take our business to the sun.
Yeah. It's the same all around town. New day, new price.
Hey, why the jack up?
For those kinds of answers, you gotta ask someone a little further up the food chain than me. So, you buying or moving on?
Come here, fellas. Come here.
They can't just do that, can they?
Why not? It's their paper.
It's their world. We got the right to starve. Come on, let's take our papes into the streets while we still can.
But at them prices.
We got a choice.
Hey, no one's buying no new nothing, all right?
You got an idea?
Hey, keep your shot on. Let me get this through.
Yeah, Jack, what
You
are we
gotta
doing?
think of something. You can't just stand there.
Stop crowding him! Stop crowding him! Let the man work it out. So, hey, Jack. You still thinking?
Sure he is. Can't you smell smoke?
All right, here's the deal. Gather around. Come here. Listen. If we don't sell papes, no one sells papes. No one gets to that press until they put the price back where it belongs.
Oh, you mean like a strike?
Hey, you heard Davey. We're on strike.
Oh, hold on. No, I didn't say that.
We shut down this place like them workers shut down the trolleys.
And the cops will bust our heads. Half them strikers is laid up with broke bones.
No cop is gonna care about a bunch of kids, right, Davey?
Leave me out of this. I'm just here trying to feed my family.
Oh, what, and the rest of us is here on playtime? Just because we only make pennies, don't give no one the right to roll our noses in it.
It doesn't matter. You can't strike. You're not a union.
Well, what if I says we is?
There's a lot of stuff you gotta have in order to be a union. Like membership.
Well, what do you call these guys?
And officers.
Yeah! Oh, gee, I'm touched.
How about a statement of purpose?
Must have left that in the pants.
What's a statement of purpose?
A reason for forming the union?
Well, what reason do the trolley workers have?
I don't know. Wages, work hours, safety on the job.
Who don't need that? Hey, I bet if your father had a union, you wouldn't need to be out here selling papes now, would you? Yeah?
Yeah.
So, our union is hereby formed to watch each other's backs. Union, we stand. Hey, that's not bad. Someone write that down.
I got a pencil.
We'll meet our Secretary of State.
Yeah!
So what's next?
Well, if you want to strike, the membership's got to vote.
Okay, so we'll vote. Fellas, the choice is yours. Do we roll over and let Pulitzer pick our pockets? Or do we strike?
Strike!
Yeah, you heard the voice of the membership. The Newsies of Lower Manhattan are now officially on strike.
But wouldn't our strike be more effective if someone in charge knew about it?
Yeah, it would be a pleasure to tell Weasel myself.
And who tells Pulitzer? Davey?
I don't know.
Come on, Davey.
I guess you do, Mr. President.
Yeah! Hey, that's right. We do. So, what do we tell him?
Well, the newspaper owners need to respect your rights as employees.
Yeah, Pulitzer and Hearst gotta respect the rights of the working kids of this city.
Well, they can't just change the rules when they feel like it.
That's right. We do the work, so we get a say.
We've got a union!
Yeah! Hey, Pulitzer and Hearst, they think we're nothing. Are we nothing?
No! They need to understand that we are not enslaved to them. We are free agents.
Pulitzer and Hearst, they think they got us. Do they got us?
No! We're a union now. The Newsboy Union, and we mean business!
Even though we ain't got hats or badges, we're a union just by saying so. And the world will know.
What's to stop some other kids from coming along to sell our papes?
I don't think so. We're gonna beat them all.
Hey, we cannot beat up on other kids. We're all in this together.
All right, come here. What's it gonna take to stop the wagons? Are we ready?
Yeah!
What's it gonna take to stop the scabbers? Can we do it?
Yeah!
We'll do what we gotta do until we break the will of mighty Villain Joe.
And the world will know, and the journal too. Mr. Hearst and Pulitzer, have we got news for you? See, the world don't know, but they're gonna pay. Instead of hawking headlines, we'll be making them today.
Huh.
And our ranks will grow
every year.
Yeah!
And the world will know
that we've been here.
When the circulation bell starts ringing, will we hear it?
No!
And what if the Delancey's come out swinging? Will we hear it?
No! When you got 100 voices singing, who can hear a lousy whistle blow? And the world will know that this ain't no game, that we got a ton of rotten crude and perfect game. So they gave their word, well it ain't worth beans. Now they're gonna see what stop the presses really means. And the old will weep and go back to sleep. And we got no choice but to see it through.
And we found our voice.
And the world will.
Yeah! Pulitzer may own the world, but he don't know none.
Pulitzer may own the world, but he don't know none.
Pulitzer may crash the whip, but he won't whip
Pulitzer may
us.
crack the whip, but he won't whip us. And the world will know we've been keeping score. Either they gives us our rights or we gives them a war. We've been down too long and we paid our dues.
And the things we do today will be tomorrow's news.
Huh. And the die is cast, and the torch is passed, and the roar will rise, but the streets will and the ranks will grow, and grow, and so the world will feel the fire and finally know.
You know what? You can tell Pulitzer there's a few days into the strike, he's going to be begging for a meeting with me. You got that? He got it.
Pulitzer may own the world, but he don't own us.
But he don't own us.
Pulitzer may crack the whip, but he won't whip us.
Pulitzer may crack the whip, but he won't whip us.
So the world says no. Well, the kids do too. Trying to walk all over us, we'll stomp all over you.
Can they kick us out? Take away our vote?
Come on.
Will we let them stuff this rotten garbage down our throats? No! Every day we wait is a day we lose. And it ain't for fun, and it ain't for show. And we'll fight them toe to toe. And so the world will feel the fire and
Okay, we have a water for you. A water for you. One for you. And who was the lucky spender that ordered seltzer?
Right here.
That'll be 2 cents.
2 cents for a glass of seltzer? Just give me a water.
How did I ever see that coming?
I'd say we don't start strike in the most auspicious manner.
Huh?
I don't know about that, but we see her sending the Jeevers out of Weasel.
Yeah. Did you see the Delancey's? They didn't know which way was up.
Hey, so now what?
Well, now you have to spread the word. Let the rest of the city's newsies know about the strike.
All right, you heard the man. Let's split up and spread the word.
I'll take Harlem.
I got Midtown.
Specs, you take Queens. Tommy Boy, take East Side. And who's got Brooklyn? Come on, fellas, Brooklyn. Spot Collins turf? Finch. You telling me you're scared of Brooklyn?
I ain't scared of no turf, but that spot Conlon got me a little jittery.
All right, me and Davey will take Brooklyn.
Me? No.
Why is everyone so scared of Brooklyn?
What are you doing here?
Asking a question. You got an answer?
Brooklyn is the 6th largest city in the entire world. All right? You got Brooklyn, you with the mother load. Say, for someone who works for the New York Sun, you're spending an awful lot of time with people from the wild. So what's that about, huh? You following me?
The only thing I'm following is a story. A ragtag gang of ragamuffins wants to take on the kingmakers of New York. Think you stand a chance?
Hey, shouldn't you be at the ballet?
Oh, question too difficult? I'll rephrase. Will the richest and most powerful men in New York give the time of day to a bunch of kids who haven't got a nickel to their name?
You don't gotta be insulting. I got a nickel.
So, I guess you could say you're a bunch of Davids trying to take down Goliath.
We never said that.
You didn't have to. I did.
Listen, I've read a lot of news stories in my time, and I never noted no girl reporters writing hard news.
We'll wake up to the new century. The game is changing. How about an exclusive interview?
Ain't your beat entertainment?
This is entertaining so far.
What was the last news story you wrote?
What was the last strike you organized?
Daniel D. Kelly, methinks the lady needs to be handled by a real man.
You think's wrong, Romeo.
Hey, how'd she know my name?
Get out of here.
I'd say we leave any exclusive for a real reporter.
Do you see anyone else giving you the time of day? All right, so I'm just busting out of the social pages, but you give me the exclusive, let me run with the story, and I promise I'll get you the space.
You really think we could be in the papes?
Take down a paper like The World? You're gonna make the front page.
You want a story? Be at the circulation gate tomorrow morning. Oh, and bring a camera. You're gonna want to snap a picture of this.
Yeah! Hey, all of you, go play outside. I gotta set up a dinner and I need the tables.
Come on, we got Newsies to visit.
Yeah, you won't be shooing us off when we get our mugs in the papes.
And the world will know we've been keeping score. Even they gives us our rights, so we gives them a war. We've been down too long, and we paid our dues. And the things we lose today will be tomorrow's news. And the die is cast, and the torch is passed, and the war will rise, and our ranks will grow and grow, and so the world will feel the fire and finally know.
Hey, come on, Les. The folks are waiting.
So, what's your story? Are you selling newspapers to pay your way through art school?
Art school? Are you kidding me?
You're an artist. You've got real talent. You should be inside the paper illustrating it, not outside hawking it.
Well, maybe that ain't what I want.
Oh, okay, so tell me what you want.
Can't you see it? In my eyes.
Have you always been their leader?
I'm the blowhard, all right? Davy's the brains.
Modesty is not a quality I would have pinned on you.
Look, you got a name?
Katherine Plumber.
What's the matter? Ain't you sure?
It's my byline, the name I publish under. So, what are you hoping for tomorrow?
I'd rather tell you what I'm hoping for tonight.
Mr. Kelly?
All right. Today, we stop the Newsies from delivering papers, while the wagons still deliver to the rest of the city. Tomorrow, we stop the wagons.
Are you scared?
Am I scared? but ask me again in the morning.
Good answer. Good night, Mr. Kelly.
Hey, where you going? It ain't even supper time yet.
I'll see you tomorrow. And off the record, good luck.
Hey, Plumber. Writing good. We both got a lot writing on you.
You heard the man.
Write it good.
Write it good, or it's back to wheezing your way through the flower show. No pressure. Let's go. Newsies stop the world. A little hyperbole never hurt anyone. With all eyes fixed on the trolley strike, there's another battle brewing in the city. And if I could just write about it. Oh, come on, Katherine! These boys are counting on you. Oh, you poor, poor boys. Write what you know, so they say. All I know is I don't know what to write, or the right way to write it. This is big, lady, don't screw it up. This is not some little vaudeville I'm reviewing. Poor little kids versus rich, gritty, sour pusses. Wait, it's a cinch. It could practically write itself, and let's pray it does. Cause I may have mentioned I have no clue what I'm doing. Am I insane? This is what I've been waiting for. Well, that plus the screaming of 10 angry editors. A girl. It's a girl. How the hell is that even legal? Look, just go and get her. Not only that, there's a story behind exploited, invisible. Speak up, take a stand, and there's someone to write about it. That's how things get better. Give those little guys some ink, and when it dries, just watch what happens. Those kids will live and breathe right on the page, and once they're center stage, you watch what happens. And who's there with her camera and her pen as boys turn into men? They'll storm the gates, and then just watch what happens when they do. The modern-day David is poised to take on a rich and powerful Goliath. With the swagger of one twice his age, armed with nothing more than a few nuggets of truth, Jack Kelly stands ready to face the behemoth Pulitzer. You're handsome, heroically charismatic, plain-spoken, know-nothing, skirt-chasing, cocky little son of a... Lie down with dogs, and you wake up with a raise and a promotion. So he's a flirt, a complete egomaniac. The fact is he's also the face of the strike. What a face. Face the fact, that's a face that could save us all from sinking in the ocean. Like someone said, power tends to corrupt, and absolute power, wait, corrupts absolutely. That is genius. Give me some time, I'll be twice as good as that. 6 months from never. Just look around at the world we're inheriting and think of the one we'll create. Their mistake is they got old. That is not a mistake. We'll be making notes or we'll stay young forever. Give those kids and me the brand new century, and watch what happens. It's David and Goliath, do or die. The fight is on, and I can watch what happens. All I know is nothing happens if you just give in. It can't be any worse than how it's been, and it just so happens that we just might win. So whatever happens, let's
Is anyone else coming?
I got no clue.
You seen Spot Colin, right? So what'd he say?
Yeah, sure. You seen him?
Him and about 20 of his gang.
And them Brooklyn boys was big. And I gotta tell you, Spot was very impressed, wasn't he?
I'd say.
So they're with us?
That all depends on how you look at it. If you look and see Brooklyn, then they're with us.
Look, they wanted proof we wasn't gonna fold at the first sign of trouble.
Are we?
No, we're not. There's us, and there's Harlem.
Not so fast, boss. Harlem wants to know what Brooklyn's gonna do first.
Well, what about Queens?
Queens will be right there backing us up.
Yeah.
As soon as they get the nod from Brooklyn.
I got the same fisheye at Midtown.
Say, Oscar, looks like we got some bomb information about a strike here happening today. Not that I'm complaining. My skull-busting art can use a day of rest.
Come on, fellas.
I mean, are we doing the right thing?
Sure we are.
Hey, look, maybe we should put this off a few days.
No, we cannot just put it... Jack, say something. Tell them if we back off now, they will never listen to us again.
Hey, we cannot back down now, all right? No matter who does or doesn't show, like it or not, now is when we take a stand.
But what if we just don't show up for work? That'll send a message.
And they'll just replace us. They gotta see us stand our ground. Davey, come on, you tell him. Not listening.
Now is the time to seize the day. Stare down the odds and seize the day. Minute by minute, that's how you win it. We will find a way.
Oh, that's great. That's pitiful.
Maybe Pulitzer will see us out his front window one day and feel sorry for us.
Hey, Specs, any signs of reinforcements? Come on, Davey, come on.
Courage cannot erase our fear. Courage is when we face our fear. Tell those with power, safe in their tower, we will not obey. Behold the brave battalion that stands side by side, too few in number and too proud to hide, to say to the others who did not follow through, you're still our brothers and we will fight for you.
Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Come on.
Now is the time to seize the day. Stare down the odds and seize the day. Once we've begun, if we stand as one, someday become somehow, and a prayer becomes a vow,
And the strike starts right there now.
The sun is up, the sun is shining, a beautiful day to crack some heads, isn't it? Line up and get your papes.
Working or trespassing, what's your pleasure?
Hey, who are they?
Hey, Scabs, what do you think?
If they think they can just waltz in here and take our jobs, we can handle them.
No, we don't stand together! Well, we don't have a chance! Jack!
All right, I hear you. Fellas, I know somebody put you up to this. They probably paid you some extra money too, yeah? Well, it ain't right. Pulitzer thinks we are gutter rats, with no respect for nothing, including each other. Is that who we are? Well, we stab each other in the back, then yeah, that's who we are. But if we stay together, we can change the whole game. And it ain't just about us. No, all across the city, there are boys and girls who ought to be playing or going to school, but instead they're slaving to support themselves and their folks. There ain't no crime to being poor. No, not if one of us complains that the work we do is hard. All we ask for is a square deal. For the sake of every kid in every sweatshop, factory, and slaughterhouse, I beg you, throw down your papes and join the strike.
I'm with ya!
Yeah!
Now is the time to seize the day!
Now is the time to seize the day!
Answer the call and don't delay!
Answer the call and don't delay! Wrongs will be righted if we're united. Let us seize the day!
You're kidding me, right?
At the end of the day, who's picking up the truck? Them or them?
Yeah!
Loud and clear.
Now let him hear it loud and clear.
Like it or not, we're drawing near.
Like it or not, we're drawing near.
Proud and defiant,
we'll slay the giant. Judgment Day is here.
Oh, what the hell? My thought is gonna kill me anyway.
Yeah! House into Harlem. Look what's begun. One for all and all for one. Strike! 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 Hey, come on, Jack!
Yeah.
Get out, run!
It's time these here kids learn themselves a lesson.
Newsies! Get up! Take him away!
No, wait! Jack! Help! Help!
Crutchy! Back! Folks, we finally got a headline. Newsies crushed as Bull's attack. Crutchy's calling me. Them Crips just far too slow. Was it fighting, bleeding, falling? Thanks to good old Captain Jack. Captain Jack just wants to close his eyes. Let's go! Let me go far away, somewhere they won't ever find me, and tomorrow won't remind me of today. When the city's finally sleeping and the moon looks old and gray, I get on a train that's bound for Santa Fe. And I'm done, and I'm gone. No more running, no more lying, no more fat old men denying me my pay. Just a moon so big and yellow, it turns night right into day. Dreams come true, yeah they do. In Santa Fe, where does it say you gotta live and die here? Where does it say a guy can catch a break? Why should you only take what you're given? Why should you spend your whole life living trapped where there ain't no future? Even at 17, breaking your back for someone else's sake. If a life don't seem to suit ya, how about a change in scene? Far from the lousy headlines and the deadlines in between. Santa Fe, my old friend, I can't spend my whole life dreaming, though I know that's all I seem inclined to do. I ain't getting any younger, and I wanna start brand new. I need space and fresh air. Let them laugh in my face, I don't care. Save my place, I'll be there. Just be real, it's all I'm asking. Not some pain in my head, 'cause I'm dead if I can count on you today. I got nothing if I ain't got Santa Fe.
And don't say I don't give you nothing. And before you say that water is nothing, just ask a fish in the desert.
Why do old people talk?
To prove they still alive.
Morning, gentlemen. Would you get a load of these glum mugs? Could these really be the same boys who made front page of the New York Sun?
Front page of what? Wait. Oh, would you look at that's me?
Front page and you ain't even dead.
There's me.
Wait till my old man get a load of this. After last month, that's nice.
You got us in the papes?
You got yourselves in the papes.
Newsies stop the world? That's a headline in Elmer.
Hey, what else you got?
Mine's the only story that ran. Pulitzer declared a blackout on all strike news, so even I'm shut down now. I heard they arrested Crutchy. Did they get Jack too?
The Delancy just spread the story that Jack took the land first sight of the cops. Jack don't run from no fight. Take it down, shortstop. You're so burnt in the news.
Oh, for jumping Jack's sake, can you stow the curiosity long enough to drink in the moment? I'm famous.
Well, yeah. What of it?
Well, are you stupid or what? When you're famous, the world is your oyster.
What? Huh?
Your oyster.
Don't give it to that.
Your oyster.
Not a word.
Oh, you know your fancy clam with the pearl inside.
Oyster! How much does being famous pay?
No, you don't need money when you're famous. They give you whatever you want, gratis.
Such as?
A pair of new shoes with matching laces.
A permanent box sent to sheepshead races.
Draw me on rye with a sour pick. My personal puss on a wooden nickel.
Look at me, I'm the king of New York. Suddenly, I'm respectable, staring right at your lousy waist stature.
Knobbing with all the muckety mucks, I'm blowing my dough and going deluxe.
And there I be, ain't not pretty, it's my city, I'm the king of New York.
Solid gold watch with the chain that's twirling.
My very own bed with an indoor toilet.
A regular beat for the Star Reporter.
And straight punk, she's the king of New York.
I'm the king of New York.
We was some pale and pitiful.
Bunch of wet noodles.
Posers, poodles.
Almost about to drown in the drink.
And drown the sea.
So let's get drunk.
Yeah!
With the liquor flame works quicker when you're king of New York.
Don't be either dead or dreaming. 'Cause look at that cake with my face beaming. Tomorrow they may wrap fishes in it, but I was a star for one whole minute.
All right.
at me, I'm the king of New York. Wait and see, this is gonna make both of the Lancys free and their fancies. Much spots to shoot, riding the sun, I'm a highfalutin son of a gun. I guarantee, though I crapped out, I ain't crapped out, I'm the king of New York. When they flee, let them ditch us, snap one picture, you're the king. History, front page story,
Take the front page.
Dear Jack, greetings from the refuge. How are you? I'm okay. I guess I wasn't much help yesterday. Snyder soaked me real good with my crutch. Oh, yeah, Jack, this is Crutchy, by the way. These here guards, they is rude. They say jump, boy, you jump or you're screwed. But the food ain't so badly so far, 'cause so far they ain't brought us no food. I miss the rooftop, sleeping right out in the open, your penthouse in the sky. There's a cool breeze blowing, even in July. Anyway, so guess what? There's this secret escape plan I got. Tie a sheet to the bed, toss the end out the window, climb down, then take off like a shot. Maybe though, not tonight. I ain't slept, and my legs still ain't right. By Pulitzer, he's going down. And then Jack, I was thinking we might just go, like you were saying, where it's clean and green and pretty, with no buildings in your way, and who's riding Halloweeners every day. Once that train makes damn this place, I'll be fine, good as new. But there's one thing I need you to do. On the rooftop, you said that a family looks out for each other. So you tell all the fellas from me to protect one another. The end. Your friend. Your best friend. Your brother. Crutchy.
Shut up!
Here's everything out here for the first backdrop, plus this one, and even a little something extra just to count I'm gonna miss you so.
Miss Meta,
Jack,
you're a gem.
just tell me you're going somewhere and not running away.
Does it matter?
Well, when you go somewhere and it turns out not to be the right place, you can always go somewhere else, but Jack, when you're running away, nowhere is ever gonna be the right place.
Oh, how about letting the pal know you're alive?
Why don't I leave you with your friend?
Hey, where did you go? We couldn't find you.
Did you ever think I didn't want to be found?
Hey, is that a real place? That's Santa Fe. Hey, did you see the papes? We are front page news above the fold. Oh yes, above the fold.
And good for you.
Everyone wants to meet the famous Jack Kelly. Even Spot Collins sent a kid just to say, next event, you can count on Brooklyn. How about that?
Yeah, we got stomped into the ground.
Yeah, they got us this time, I'll grant you that. But we took round one, and with press like this, our fight is far from over.
Every newsie that could walk was out there in the morning selling papes like the strike never happened.
And I was right out there with them. If I don't sell papes, my folks don't eat.
Save your breath, I get it. It's hopeless.
But then I saw this look on Weasel's face. He was actually nervous. And I realized this isn't over. We got him worried. Really worried. And I walked away. Lots of other kids did too. But that is what you call a beginning.
There he is, just like I said.
Oh, for crying out loud. What's a fella gotta do to get away from you people?
There's no escaping us, pal. We're inevitable.
So, what's the news? Can we have the theater?
Hey, pipe down, I didn't ask yet.
What's the holdup? I gotta let my girl know. We've got a date.
Your girl?
You heard me. I've been swatting away skirts all morning. You know, fame's one intoxicating potion. And this girl, Sally, she's a plum.
Word is you wrote a great story.
You look like hell.
Gee, thanks.
Hey, Jack, where's that supposed to be?
Oh, it's Santa Fe.
I gotta tell you, Jack, this Go West young man routine, it's getting tired. Even Horace Greeley moved back to New York.
Yes, he did. Then he died.
Ain't reporters supposed to be, what, nonpartisan?
Ask a reporter. I've been blacklisted from every news desk in town.
Can we table the parlor and get back to business? Will Meta let us have the theater?
It's what I've been trying to tell you. We want to hold a rally, a citywide meeting where every newsie gets a say, and a vote. And we do it after working hours so no one loses a day's pay. Smart?
Yeah, smart enough to get you committed to a padded room.
The guy who paints places he's never seen is calling us crazy.
You want to see a place I've seen? How's this? Huh? Newsy Square, thanks to my big mouth. Filled to overflowing with failure. Kids hurt. Others arrested.
Lighten up! No one died.
Oh, is that what you're going for? No, go on. Call me a coward. Call me a quitter. There ain't no way I'm putting them kids back in danger.
We're doing something that's never been done before. How could that not be dangerous?
Specs brought me a note from Crutchy at the refuge. I tried to go see him. I climbed up the fire escape. But they busted him up so bad he couldn't even come to the window. Now what if you don't make it? Are you willing to shoulder that for what? Half a penny a page?
It's not about pennies, Jack! You said it yourself. My family wouldn't be in the mess we're in if my father had a union. This is a fight we have to win!
And if I wanted a sermon, I would show up for church.
Tell me how quitting this Crutchy any good.
I don't know.
Exactly. So here's how it goes once we win, and we will be winning, make no mistake.
Will we what?
We're already winning.
Right.
And we'll tell them straight out, they let Crutchy go and they keep getting pounded.
Dave, what the hell? Did they bust up your brains or something? As I recall, Dave, we all got our butts kicked. They won!
On the battle.
Oh, come on.
Jackie, think about it. We got them surrounded.
Here's what I think. There's a jerk. He's a rattlesnake.
You're right, and you know why snake starts to rattle.
Oh, why?
Because he's scared.
Sure.
Go and look it up. The poor guy's head is spinning. Why would he send for the goons? An entire army, dozens of goons, plus the cops and...
You know, you may be right.
Thank you, God.
If he wasn't afraid.
Exactly. He knows we're winning. Get those kids to see we're circling victory and watch what happens. We're doing something no one's even tried, and yes, we're terrified, but watch what happens.
You can't undo the past,
so just move on and stay on track. 'Cause Humpty Dumpty is about to crack.
We've got faith,
we've got the plan,
and we've got Jack.
So just watch what happens. We're back.
Gee, I don't know, Mr. Pulitzer. How can you express so much sympathy for the trolley workers and you have none for the Newsies?
Well, that's simple. The trolley workers are striking for a fair contract, and while the Newsies are striking against me.
I'd spare you this embarrassment, if I could, but the burlesque house is a private property.
Would the fact that this rally is being held by an escaped convict be enough to shut it down?
An escaped convict?
A fugitive from one of your own institutions, a convicted thief at large, wreaking mischief on our law-abiding community. Mr. Snyder, which one is he?
He's this one, Mr. Kelly.
How do you know this boy?
His is not a pleasant story. He is first sentenced to my refuge for loitering and vagrancy, but his total disregard of authority has made him quite the frequent visitor.
But you called him a thief and escaped convict.
After his release, I caught him myself, red-handed, trafficking stolen food and clothing. He was sentenced to 6 months, but the willful ruffian escaped.
So you would be doing the city a service by locking him away?
Well, if that's the case, I guess we could take him in quietly.
What good would quiet do me? I want a public example made of him.
Mr. Pulitzer, the boy, Jack Kelly, is here.
Here?
Just outside. He's asked to see you.
Ask and ye shall be received. Mr. Snyder, if you please, sit.
Kelly.
Good afternoon, folks.
And which Jack Kelly is this? Charismatic union organizer or petty thief and escaped convict?
Which one gives us more in common, eh?
Impotence is in bad taste when crawling for mercy.
Oh, crawling? That's a laugh. No. I just came here with an invite. It seems a couple hundred of your employees are rallying to discuss some recent disagreements. Now, I thought it'd only be fair to invite you to state your case direct to the fellas. So, what'd you say, Joe? When I should save your spot on the bill?
You're as shameless and disrespectful a creature as I was told. Do you know what I was doing when I was your age, boy? I was fighting in a war.
Oh yeah? How'd that turn out for you?
It taught me a lesson that shaped my life. A war isn't won on the battlefield because it's the headline that crowns the victor.
I'll keep that in mind when New York wakes up to front page photos of our rally.
Rally till the cows come home. Not a paper in town will publish it. And, well, if it's not in the papers, it never happened.
You may run this city, but there's some of us who will not be bullied. Even some reporters.
Such as that young woman who made you yesterday's news? Talented girl and beautiful, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I'll tell her you said so.
Oh, no need. She can hear for herself. Can't you, Katherine? Yes, my daughter. Now, you may be asking yourself, what in the nom de plume? Why doesn't my daughter work for me? All very good questions, I assure you. I offered Katherine a life of leisure and luxury, and yet she chose to pursue a career which was showing some real promise up until this recent lapse. But you're done with all that now, aren't you, sweetheart?
Jack,
Don't trouble the boy with your problems, dearest. Mr. Kelly has a plate full of his own. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Snyder? Ow! Does anybody else feel a noose tightening? But allow me to offer an alternate scenario. You attend the rally and speak against this hopeless strike, and I'll see your criminal record expunged and your pockets filled with enough cash to take you from New York to New Mexico and beyond. You did say you wanted to travel west, didn't you? There ain't a person in this room who don't know you stink. And if they know me, well, they know I don't care. Mark my words, boy. Defy me, and I will have you and every one of your little friends locked up in the refuge. And, well, it just isn't right to condemn that poor, crippled boy to conditions like that. And what about your pal, Davy, and his little brother, ripped from their loving family and tossed to the rats? Would they ever be able to thank you enough? Time's running out, kid. So what do you say?
Cowboy or convict, I win either way. Your abject surrender was always the bottom line. Gentlemen, escort our guest to the cellar so he may reflect in solitude.
Too bad you've no job, Jack, but you did resign. Too bad you've no family, but you can't have mine. Be glad you're alive, boy. I'd say that's the bottom line. Till those kids all believed you were right. They may not be so lucky tonight.
We're given discretion to handle you as we see fit, so behave.
Just in case, I've been polishing my favorite pair of brass knuckles.
You can see right here on this old printing press. Now that's firm.
Help today.
Newsies need our help today.
Tell them Brooklyn's on the way.
Tell them Brooklyn's on the way.
We're from
Brooklyn.
We are
Newsies.
We are
Brooklyn. Newsies. Just got word that our bodies is hurting, facing total disaster for certain. That's our cue, boys, it's time to go slumming. Hey Manhattan, the cavalry's coming. You know we got your back from way back. We'll get your payback with some payback. We're the boys from the beaches of Brighton, Prospect Park and the Navy Yard here. Strikes ain't fun, but they sure is exciting. Loud and clear, Brooklyn's here.
Pearl gave me birth, friendliest place on earth. Pay us a visit and see what we mean. And when you do,
we'll kick you halfway to Queens. Now them jokers is in for a stroking. What a sad way to end a career. They's a joke, but if they think we're joking, loud and clear, Manhattan's here, Washington's here, Richmond's here. Brooklyn's here, loud and clear, we is here.
Welcome, Newsies of New York City. Welcome to my theater and your revolution.
And let's hear it for Spot Colin in Brooklyn!
Newsies United! Let's do a Pulitzer as a city now.
Hey, Zane, where's Jack?
Yeah, we want Jack. Yeah,
Jack.
Newsies of New York! Look at what we've done. We got newsies from every paper, every neighborhood here tonight. Tonight, you're making history. Tonight, we declare that we are just as much as a part of the newspaper as any reporter or editor. We are done being treated like kids. From now on, they will treat us as equals, all right?
If you talk to you like an adult, start acting like one. Don't just run your mouth. Make some sense.
Here's Jack!
Jack! All right. Pulitzer. Raised the price of tapes without so much as a word to us. And that was a lousy thing to do. So we get mad. And we showed him he was not going to get bullied around. So we go on strike. And then what happens? Well, Pulitzer lowers the price of tapes, says we'll go back to work.
Yeah.
And then a few weeks after that, he hikes up his prices again. And don't say he won't. What do we do then, fellas? And what do we do if he raises his price again after that? Guys, we got to be realistic here. If we don't work, we don't get paid. How many days can you go on without making money? Believe me, however long, Pulitzer can go longer. But I've spoken with Mr. Pulitzer.
You what?
And he has given me his word. If we disband the union, he will not raise prices again for 2 years. He will even put it in writing. No, I say we take the deal and go back to work knowing our price is secure. All we gotta do is vote no on the strike. Vote no!
Get out of here. Get out. You're a traitor, Jack!
David. How'd you get up here?
That was some speech you made. Specs showed me.
You said you could go through my stuff too?
Well, I saw them rolled up sticking out of there. I didn't know what they were. These drawings? These are drawings of the refuge, aren't they? Is this really what it's like? 3 boys to a bed, rats everywhere, and vermin?
What, a little better than how you were raised?
Snyder told my father that you were arrested stealing food and clothing. This is why, isn't it? You stole to feed those boys. Jack, I don't understand. If you were willing to go to jail for those boys, how could you turn your back on them now?
I don't think you want to be talking about turning on people's backs.
I never turned on you or anyone else.
No, you just double-crossed us. To your father. Your father.
My father has eyes on every corner of this city. He doesn't need me spying for him. And I never lied. I just didn't tell you everything.
Oh, and if you were a girl, you'd be talking with a fist in your mouth.
I told you I work for the Sun, and I did. I told you my professional name was Plumber, and it is. You never asked my real one.
I didn't think I'd have to if I knew I was dealing with a backstabber.
And if I was a boy, you'd be looking at me through one swollen eye.
Oh yeah, don't let it stop you. Give me your best shot.
I need to know that you didn't cave for the money.
No, I spoke the truth. You win a fight when you got the other fella down eating pavement. Now you heard your father. No matter how many days we strike, I don't know. He's not giving up. I don't know what else he can do.
Ah, but I do. Really? Jack? Really? Only you can have a good idea? Or is it because I'm a girl? Now would be a good time to shut up. Being boss doesn't mean you have all of the answers, just the brains to recognize the right one when you hear it.
I'm listening.
Good for you. The strike was your idea, the rally was Davies, and now my plan will take us to the finish line. Deal with it.
The Children's Crusade.
For the sake of all of the kids in every sweatshop, factory, and slaughterhouse in New York City, I beg you, join us. With these words, the strike stopped being just about the Newsies. You challenged our whole generation to stand up and demand a place at the table.
The Children's Crusade.
Think, Jack, if we publish this, my words with one of your drawings, and if every worker under 21 read it and stayed home from work, or better yet, came to Newsies Square, a general citywide strike. Even my father couldn't ignore that.
Yeah, there's only one problem.
What?
Got no way to print it.
Oh, come on. There has to be one press around here that my father doesn't control.
Oh no.
What?
I know where there's one printing press no one would ever think we'd use.
Why are we still standing here?
Hey, hold on. What is this about? And I'm not talking about no Children's Crusade. What is this about? Am I kidding myself, or is there something?
Of course there is.
Well, don't say it like it happens every day. I'm not an idiot, all right? I know girls like you don't end up with guys like me. And I don't want you promising nothing you're just gonna take back later. But standing here tonight, looking at you, I'm afraid tomorrow's gonna come and change everything. But if there was just a way I could hold on to something, just so I could make time stop, so I could keep looking at you.
You snuck up on me, Jack Kelly, and I never saw it coming.
For sure?
For sure. Till the moment I found you, I thought I knew what love was. Now I'm learning what is true, that love will do what it does. The world finds ways to sing you, and then one day decides to bring you something to believe in. For even a night, one night may be forever, but that's alright, that's alright. And if I'm gone tomorrow, what was ours to be? I have something to believe in, now that I know you believe in me.
We was never meant to meet, and then we meet, who knows why. One more stranger on the street, just someone sweet passing by. An angel come to save me, but didn't even know she gave me something to believe in, for even a day. One day may be forever, but that's okay, that's okay. And if I'm gone tomorrow, what was ours still will be. I have something to believe in, now that I know you believe in me.
Do you know what I believe in? Look into my eyes and see.
If things were different,
If you weren't going to Santa Fe,
and if you weren't an heiress, and if your father wasn't after my head,
oh, you're not really scared of my father.
no, but I'm pretty scared of you.
Don't be.
And if I'm gone tomorrow,
What was ours still will be. I have something to believe in, now that I know you believe in me.
I have something to believe in, now that I know you believe in me.
The day, stay down the odds and seize the day. Minute by minute, that's how you win it. We will find a way, but let us seize the day.
I'll get the lights and get those windows unlocked.
We got enough keys here for the entire building. Somebody been picking Daddy's pockets?
The janitor's been working here since he was 8 and hasn't had a raise in 20 years. He's with us 100%.
Hey, you got enough fellas to keep us covered?
Oh, we could hold a hoe down in here and no one would be the wiser.
Good job.
Hey! It's nice to have you back again.
Shut up.
Here she is, boys. Just think. while my father snores blissfully in his bed, we will be using his very own press to bring him down.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Is this what they print the papes on?
I can see why they tossed this old girl down to the cellar, but I think she'll do the job.
Jack, this is Darcy. She knows just about everything there is to know about newspapers.
Oh, sorry. I assume you work for the Little Papes?
My father owns the Trib.
Whoa.
And, Jack, this is Bill. He'll be typesetting the article for us.
Bill, and I guess you're the son of William Randolph Hearst, right?
I'm trying to be part of your revolution.
Ain't that something?
In the words of the little one, can we table the palaver and get down to business?
A little grease and she'll be as good as gold.
All right, here's how it'll work. As we print the papes, Race, you'll let the fellas in. We'll spread them to every working kid in New York. And after that,
it's up to them.
There's change coming once and for all. You makes the front page, and man, you is major news. Tomorrow they'll see what we are, and sure as a star, we ain't come this far.
Out of sight, but no more. In a few hours, by dawn's early light, we'll be ready to fight some more. This time we're in to stay. Talk about season a day.
Writing in ink or in blood, it's the same either way. They're gonna damn well pay.
See old man Bull is just snug in his bed. He don't care if we're dead or alive. 3 satin pillows are under his head, always begging for bread to survive. Joe, you can stop counting sheep. We're gonna sing you to sleep. Then while you snooze, we'll be lighting a fuse with a promise we take in a key.
Once and for all, if they don't mind their manners, well, bleed out.
Bleed out. Once and for all, we won't carry no banners that don't spell freedom. Finally we've raised the stakes. This time whatever it takes. This time a union always, once and for all.
In the words of Union Leader Jack Kelly, we will work with you, we will even work for you, but we will be paid and treated as valuable members of your organizations. Riveting stuff, huh?
Hey, get going. Got a very important man to see.
Keep your fingers crossed.
For us, too.
This is for kids shining shoes on the street with no shoes on their feet every day. This is for guys sweating blood in their shops while their bosses and cops look away. I'm seeing kids standing tall, glaring and raring a brawl. Armies of guys who are sick of the lies, getting ready to rise to the call. Once and for all, there'll be blood on the wall if they doubt us. They think they're running this town, but this town will shut down without us.
10,000 kids in the square.
10,000 kids in the square. 10,000 fists in the air. 10,000 fists. Show you who's gonna play fair. Once and for all. Once and for all. There's change
those phones!
The entire city is shut down. No one is working anywhere, and everyone is living here. They're all calling. The mayor, the publishers, the manufacturers, and such language.
You can't just barge in.
Good morning, folks. How are we doing today?
You're behind this? We had a deal!
And it came with a money-back guarantee. And thanks for the lesson on the power of the press.
You read it, boss? Kids put out a pretty good paper.
No doubt written by my daughter.
I would sign it before someone else does.
I demand to know who defied my ban on printing strike material.
Oh, we are loyal employees. We wouldn't take our business elsewhere.
Your printing press is sold.
I made you the offer of a lifetime. Any man who does not act in his own self-interest is a fool.
What's that make you? This all began because you wanted to sell more papers. But now your circulation is down 70%. Why didn't you just come talk to us?
Because guys like Joe don't talk to nobodies like us. But a wise reporter once told me, a real boss don't need all the answers. Just a smarts to snatch up the right one when he hears it.
Now is the time to seize the day. Stay down the odds and seize the day. Minute by minute, that's how you win it. We will find a way. But let us seize the day.
Have a look around, Mr. Pulitzer. You haven't noticed we've got you surrounded.
New York is closed for business. You can't get a paper or a shoe shine. You can't send a message or take an elevator across the Brooklyn Bridge. You can't even leave your own building. So what's your next move?
Mr. Pulitzer, the mayor's here. Oh, water. Oh, you're not gonna believe it. Good morning, Mr. Pulitzer. I think you know the governor.
Governor Roosevelt?
Joseph! What have you done now?
Well, I'm certain when you hear my explanation.
No! Thanks to Miss Meta Larkin for bringing your daughter to my office. I have a thorough grasp of the situation. Graphic illustrations included. Bully, the expression I usually employ to show approval. But in your case, I simply mean bully. Is this the boy of whom you spoke? How do you do, son? I'm told we once shared a carriage ride.
The pleasure's all mine, Governor.
Oh, come on, Joe! Don't just stand there letting those children sing endlessly. Give them the good news.
What good news?
Why, that you've come to your senses and rolled back prices. Unless, of course, you'd like to invite a full state Senate investigation into your employment practices.
You wouldn't.
After the power you wielded against me to keep me from office, I'd do it with a smile. Come on, Joe. The only thing worse than a hard heart is a soft head. And just think of the happiness you'll bring those children. He doesn't do happiness, does he?
No.
Mr. Kelly, if I may speak to you, alone.
Son, keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. You can do this.
I can't put the prices back down to what they were. I'm sorry, I just can't. There are other considerations.
No, I get it, Joe. You gotta save face in front of the other folks. I'm young, I ain't stupid.
Thank you for your understanding.
But I got constituents with a legitimate gripe.
How about this? I reduce the race by half, and I get the others to do the same as well. It's a compromise we can all live with.
But you eat our losses, all right? Any paper we don't sell, you buy back full price.
That's never been on the table. What's to stop Newsies from buying hundreds of papers they would never be able to sell? My cost would explode.
No news is gonna break his back hauling around papers he can't sell. But if you could buy a few more with no risk, he might sell those, and then your circulation will begin to grow. It's a compromise we can all live with.
That's not a bad head you've got on your shoulders.
Deal?
That's disgusting.
Well, that's just the price of doing business.
We've been keeping score. Either they gives us our rights or we gives them a war. We've been down too long, and we paid our dues. And the things we do today will be tomorrow's news. And the die is cast, and the torch is passed.
And the roar will rise.
For the streets will
And
roll.
the ranks will grow.
And grow, and grow, and grow, and grow, and grow, and
Newsies of New York City! We won! And now, I would like to introduce my very own personal pal, Governor Theodore Roosevelt himself.
Each generation, at the height of its power, must step aside and invite the youth to share the day. You have laid claim to our world, and I believe the future in your hands will be both bright and prosperous.
Yeah!
And your drawing, son, it brought another matter to bear. Officers, if you please.
And look what I got you is a gift straight from the refuge. Bring them in, fellas.
It's Snyder the Spider.
Jack, your illustrations have brought forth an eloquent argument into closing the refuge. And rest assured, Mr. Snyder's abuses will be thoroughly investigated. Officers, take him away.
Oh, please, Your Highness, may I do the honors? And you'll be laughing all the way to the pen, little man. So long, sucker!
Bye, Snyder!
Hey, thanks, Governor.
Mr. Kelly, if your drawings were enough to convince the governor to shut down the refuge, what might a daily political cartoon do to shine a light on our own government back rooms? What do you say, Teddy? Care to have this man shine a light on your back rooms?
Hey, don't sweat it, Gov. As soon as the strike's settled, I should be heading out.
Don't you ever get tired of singing the same old tune? What's Santa Fe got the New York game? Tarantulas?
Or better yet, what's New York got that Santa Fe ain't?
New York's got us, and we're family.
Didn't I hear something about a strike being settled?
Papes for the Newsies! Line up, boys. These here papes ain't gonna sell themselves, and quit your whining.
Now, come along, Governor, and show me that back seat I've been hearing so much about.
Well, don't just stand there. You have a union to run, and didn't someone offer you a pretty exciting job?
You work for your father?
You already work for my father.
Right.
And you've got one more ace up your sleeve.
What would that be?
Me, wherever you go, I'll be there, right by your side.
For sure?
For sure.
Don't take much to be a dreamer. All you do is close your eyes. But a made-up world is all you ever see. Now my eyes is finally open, and my dream stays average sized. But it don't much matter if you ain't there with me.
Guys, come on!
Well, Jack, are you in or are you out?
Yeah, goodbye, Jack.
I'm out.
Oh no, get back here. Come on.
We'll all be out there carrying the betterments in hand. We're always out there soaking every second that we can. Here's a headline: Newsies on a mission, kill the competition, sell the next edition. We'll be out there carrying the banner. See us out there carrying the banner. Always out there carrying the banner. Look at me, I'm the king of New York. Suddenly, I'm respectable, staring right at your lousy with stature. Glory be, I'm the king of New York. Victory, front-page story, guns and glory, I'm the king. Woo! Of New York. Of New York!
It's speech time. This is really difficult. Okay, we're done. Sorry. I practiced this multiple times last night. It's definitely not going to go how I thought it would. But I wanted to touch on a few points. So many of us have been involved in theater since 6th grade at Pinecrest. And as you can see, and at least in our opinion, this is probably the best show we've ever put on. And I wanted to give you some behind the scenes of how much practice and effort we put into this. So in, I'd say November, we started working on the set, which we worked really hard on. And then in December, we started tap dancing, which Diego really helped us out with. And then countless hours were spent with the leads practicing their lines and their songs outside of school, go in for study hall. If they leave school early because they're seniors, they would stay in school and they would rehearse. And I just want to tell you one thing that we all have in common is that we actually don't have much in common. You have multiple people here who play 3 sports like Sebastian here. You have multiple people who do theater for fun, and then you have multiple people like me where theater is my life. I love it. But one thing that we do all have in common is that we love Miss Erin McGraw. So can I have Miss McGraw up here, please? Yeah, Miss McGraw! Oh, there she is. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. Miss McGraw is like my mother. She gave me my first singing lesson when I was 10 years old. She's like a mother to me. She's always there for me no matter what. She has helped me become the recording artist that I am now, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without her. We've been through a lot together, a lot of trial and error, a lot of ups and downs, and many, many shows. And I just wanted to say thank you from the behalf of the Newsies cast and the seniors of 2022. So this is dedicated for your mom and your family. And we love you so much. Yeah. We have a card for you. I don't know where it is. We'll get it to you later. But those are the Newsies, so. Thank you for being here. Okay, cue outro music.